Hello, and welcome to another fabulous episode of.
The Great Path Podcast.
Oh, I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Well,
From that show.
That's dope.
Right?
That's so cool.
I know. I'm so cool.
Cool.
Anyways,
Let's start off with that. How was the show?
it was better than I expected it to be. It was fun. Even Randall had a lot of fun.
It's good.
What I didn't expect was how interactive everything was. Like, they had the MC was Lando's nephew, Eric. And yeah.
Eric Calrissian?
Yeah. And every time, like, in between dances and songs, he'd come out and talk, and, like, he was super funny, and he'd ask people questions, and, like, just get the crowd going and make people, like, scream and stuff. And, like, at one point, the guy next to us was definitely an OG, like, generation, and he made it known that he only likes originals. He doesn't like anything new except for Andor and Rogue One. But okay. So, of course, my thought was like, all right, cool. And so every time Eric would be like, who's your favorite character? I think he yelled like Luke. I'm like, Anakin Skywalker. And then he's like, who's your favorite droid? And he's like, R2. I said, Chopper. And then Eric started talking about Chopper. And he's like, do we have any Jar Jar Binks fans in the crowd? And the guy next to me said, no. And I'm like, yeah, Jar Jar Binks. He just was looking at me. That's what you get for being, right off the bat, rude.
Yeah.
But that's like, the whole entire show was just like that. And then, I mean, obviously, half naked Star Wars characters. But it was a lot of fun. If they ever come near you again, you have to go.
I definitely will.
Like, at one point, the guy that played Han Solo and Chewbacca, they were, like, rapping. And they made everybody stand up and, like, chant with them. And, like, it was like a concert. It was so much fun. So, yeah, you definitely have to go.
So it's definitely worth the money.
It's definitely worth the money. Because it was way more than I thought it was just going to be a regular show. They just show me, no. Like, they get you involved.
Yeah. Like, it's not like your typical showgirls where they're just up there like, burp, burp, burp,
yeah.
burp,
No, not at all. And, like, yeah, like, you get the dancing, you get a little tops off, you know. So you still get that part of it, but it was still fun.
Were a majority of them Twi'leks?
There's only one dance with the Twi'leks. So they had, like, different, like, one point it was, like, late. Yeah, like, they had a tauntaun, and they had a girl dressed up as Luke on it. It was hilarious, yeah. Like, a person in a huge tauntaun, like, outfit, and they made it, like, sexual. And they had one girl come out on, like, a speeder, and, like, she did a car wash dance with the speeder and stuff. So it's, like, stuff like that.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So put it on your list to come near you.
And then what was the place that y'all ate at afterwards with the Ford stamps?
It's called Ford's. It's literally it's a burger joint, yeah.
And it's like Model T themed or what?
Yeah.
Like,
just all old Fords and stuff. It was really cool.
That's cool. That's hella cool.
It was literally 4-minute drive to it. So I was like, perfect. We'll try this place out. We'll just drive down the road. It's right there.
Nice. That's awesome. So then it was definitely a good night out for you guys.
Oh, yeah. It was fun. There's lots to do out in the city, which is cool.
It's good. You definitely look like you're putting on a little bit of size in your last couple of weeks worth of videos. I noticed. I'm like looking at your angles, and I'm like, she's looking a little thicker there. Her shoulders are popping a little more. I'm like, you got more, definition there, and it's good.
Lifting heavier, and I've been eating more.
Do you remember when we first started, and you were like, I don't think I can eat this much food? And now it's a staple. You have to eat that much food, or you're crazy.
I know. My coworkers make fun of me. But I'm like,
really?
but I'm like, now I'm like kind of bulking. I'm not 100% like doing it, but like,
yeah,
I'm trying to eat at least 2,000 calories, a little bit more. So I'm like, I need my food, guys. My body's used to eating this much food right now. I need it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Definitely good. I don't even know what I'm eating right now. I'm not tracking any of my macros. I'm just literally like, so right now, if it's my normal day, I wake up and I fast. I just have 2 cups of black coffee,
Ugh.
with 1 sugar in each of them. It's around 7 o'clock in the morning, about 7:30. But I usually get up around like 4:35, which I know is a shocker because I'm
That is kind of weird.
yeah, my body's totally like adjusting, but not fully adjusted. So I get up around like almost 5. So I fast with absolutely nothing until like 7:30. And then I drink my coffee. But then I don't eat until 10. And my first meal's always 8 ounces of ground beef with 6 ounces of rice. And then about 2 hours later, 2.5 hours later, I eat another 6 ounces of rice and like 6 ounces of chicken thigh. And then I'll eat like a bowl of fruit or a banana and have pre-workout and then go to the gym and then have like a nice big dinner.
That's not bad though.
Yeah, so and I'll have a
Get
protein
enough
shake as
protein in.
well. Yeah, and I'll have a protein shake as well. I just noticed that like getting back in the routine of eating was hard, but now that I'm more in routine with lifting again, I'm hungry.
Your
So
body's got like the hunger cues again.
yeah, by like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm like, what the frick? Like yesterday, I literally drank pre-workout and I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym. And then I came home and I was like, damn, my headphones are dead. Let me plug them in for a minute. And I woke up at like 6 o'clock at night, and Angelina's like, "What are you doing asleep?" And I'm like, "I was charging my headphones."
What year is it?
Yeah, literally, literally. I'm like, "Is Marty McFly still the president?"
Oh my gosh.
Well, I was,
That's good though.
I
At
was,
least you're eating.
yeah, I was nursing this left shoulder for the longest time because I really thought something was wrong with it. But I realized Monday, because I hit shoulders on Monday, if I can strict rest pause 175 for military press for reps of 8, then clearly something's not torn.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to do that at all.
Yeah, I was just like, literally everything's just been slow in control, slow in control. I must have hit probably 8, 9 sets of 8 for military press, and I pyramided
9
up.
sets?
Yeah, so
Ew.
I pyramided up, and then I pyramided down, and then I
Oh,
pyramided
okay.
up, and then I pyramided back down. But
That makes
like
sense.
with 175, I did a solid 2, 4, maybe 5 sets out of the 9 with that, because my first one was only 6 reps. And I was like, oh, hell no, Manuel. I was like, you're going to get more than 6 reps. You did more than 6 reps last week.
Don't be a bitch.
No, literally. So I just took like an extra like 30, 40 seconds between sets and just relaxed, caught my breath, found a better song, and got at it. But
Found a
I'm
better song.
definitely like, I'm feeling that like itch. I'm just like, man. Because even Taylor was like, well, she's like, if you're waking up that early in the morning, she's like, you might as well just come to the gym with me in the morning. She's like, me and Charlie are going early. And I was like, I was like, I kind of want to start doing that. So now that I hired like a full time cashier and I don't have to worry about cashiering and I'm already on the schedule, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I got some pre workout. I'm just going to wake up, drink that, brush my teeth, get ready, and go straight to the gym, work out, and then go to work, and then eat all throughout work, and then come home and maybe do cardio post work.
I definitely want to start incorporating cardio and abs again. I need
Yeah.
to start doing cardio.
And then on the days that I don't work out, I'm just gonna wake up. I'm gonna do push-ups, sit-ups, and just
Just a little something,
stretch.
something.
hmm
Yeah, stretching's good.
I've gotten very good at stretching. Like every day when I go to the gym, I spend the first 15 minutes stretching.
Yeah.
So
I was doing good that, and lately I have not been. So I need to get back to
really,
doing that because I can feel a difference of
yeah,
not stretching.
yeah. When we're done, I need you to send me your address because I got some stuff for you.
Okay.
So you'll just have to wait though.
Okay.
Don't you know what's crazy is I think what my hair was nice last week when we when we shot the pod, and then this week it's just already grown out.
Yes, it's looking very it's not fluffy. It's just kind
Patted
of
down.
flat.
I
Yeah, were
know.
you wearing a hat?
No, I haven't worn a hat
Oh.
in years.
I don't think I've ever seen you wear a hat. I don't know why I asked that.
I literally have 3 brand new hats, and I never wear them.
Yeah, I've never seen you in a hat.
Mm-mm.
A
Very rare.
hoodie.
I have been. I'm gonna get like I'm gonna put my black one on tonight when I go to the gym, and I'm just gonna be like, I crunch
Incognito.
ground in the darkness. Did you finish the Penguin?
Yes, finished Penguin.
What did you think?
Very much enjoyed it. It was a very good show. I was like glued to the TV.
I'm gonna rewatch it.
It was so good. The acting, they did such a good job. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What was the girl's name? The Hangman. What was her name?
In the
Sophia.
show, Sophia, yeah.
Sophia. She's
She
so
was.
sexy. Sexy. Like straight up.
uh,
I was like,
now you see why the doctor was like, oh yeah,
yeah.
how come
Did you
you?
did you catch the little cues of the scarecrow's glove in his office? Yeah, the scarecrow's
No.
glove was in his office, and so was his mask. Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. I was like, hmm.
I was very
And
sad. Spoiler alert. I was very sad that what's his name died at the end. The kid,
Vic,
Vic. Oh, that broke my heart. I liked him.
listen, I did not expect that.
No, me either. I thought he was gonna be like his little henchman the whole way through, and he was just like, "You've seen too much flump."
Yeah. But it shows the sinisterness of the penguin. Like
Which
deep down,
makes sense. He killed his brothers.
yeah, like deep down inside, Oz was narcissistic, and he is a jealous person, and he's greedy, and he's just all these things, and just like for him to like he wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for Vic. He wouldn't be in the position that he's at unless it was for Vic. But
Hmm.
he also knew that he cared about him so much. Like he realized that
And
like
seeing
damn.
his mom and seeing how emotional he got, he was like, "I can't do this again with somebody else, so I'm just gonna kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Just set the kid free, at least." I don't
and
know.
and then robbed
Like,
him.
oh. And then robbed him. Yes, I was like, "What the hell, dude?"
I
I was
was
like,
like,
"Poor Vic. He should have gone with homegirl. He would have been alive still."
stole his money and just dumped him in the river. Like I was like, that's some gangster shit. Okay,
Yeah.
we're after 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was did not expect.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I was just like, ooh,
Overall, though, it
damn,
was a really good show.
damn. It was yeah, it was hella good.
So good.
I liked it a lot. I'm glad you watched it. Did Randall finish it?
Nah. But
No.
he like sat and watched like a couple episodes in between because I wanted to watch him on TV and he's been home this last month.
Yeah.
And so he kind of understood what was happening, but then he was asking questions. I'm like, bro, I offered for you to watch this with me and you were watching a different show and you didn't watch it. So just.
Yeah. That's hella funny. Yeah, it was really, really good though. So what did you think of the overall tone of it? Like for me, the raw grittiness of um Gotham, and just seeing the aftermath after the flood, and just seeing like some of Arkham, and uh just not having the Batman in it at all. I really, really enjoyed. Like, like I
Like
just
seeing the other parts of Gotham and like
yes, yes.
really get an idea of how bad Gotham really is.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely felt more. I don't know. I feel like it felt more like the comic books, like just you're in it, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Raw and gritty.
Mm-hmm. I did like that.
Yeah, me too. I liked it a lot. Um, I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see where they go
Yeah,
in the second movie.
I think the same thing. Because first I thought they were trying to hint like Vic being Victor Freeze, but then as it went on, I was like, that's not him at all. Obviously.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about
Like the
that.
minute I heard Vic, that's the
Yeah.
first thing that popped in my head was
Damn,
Victor
I
Freeze.
didn't
But
even I didn't even think about that. Could you imagine? What if
I
he would
know.
have come out with the Arnold accent?
But clearly that was not who he's supposed to be. Just a
Hmm.
henchman, I guess.
I never thought about that. Damn. So did you watch the latest episode of Skeleton Crew?
Obviously, I do have a cool theory that I wanted to share with you that I read about.
Nice. So,
It's kind of funny.
um, before you get into that, I rewatched the first two episodes twice, and I didn't even catch that when they're in school, the teacher's talking about that they analyze data and they calculate the profit of different currencies and which currency is going to have the longevity. And I was like,
Weird,
what the
huh?
frick? I was like, but I'll let you start.
So, this person, it's the guy that does the Punch It Chewy podcast and all that. Erical is his name, I think, how to say it. His wife's Isabella.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
They own the pins.
The
They
pins and
make
stuff,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
So he posted on Threads, and it made me think about it. So there, he was talking about Atten, and he said that he thinks that it might be ran by a droid similar to Ajax Sigma, because he's like, it's a forgotten planet, kind of like Atlantis or Treasure Planet, and you see the city. I guess I didn't see it in the background, but in the background you see the city is in a circle, like
Hmm.
everything's a circle motion, kind of like how a
Yeah,
droid would like database is set
yeah,
up. And so it's like the suburban, the perfect feel, like how we were saying the B movie. It's the entire society seems like how an AI or a droid would run everything, assigning kids a role in society for the rest of their lives, like fifth grade is a very droid thing to do. And it feels like that, and they'd be able to like wipe all the databases and hide the planet as a droid would. And it kind of makes sense why in this episode SM-33, like Jude Law's character kind of just like to him, but the kids are very attached to the droids because
yeah,
if you look at it, they're being raised by droids. Like
yeah.
the parents don't really, because the droids are teachers or the police officers are doing everything, and the
Everything.
parents are just kind of there. So it kind of makes sense that it might be ran by like a droid like thing.
Did you see that the background mural in the dad's house has the four main characters like their version of people on that mural? Like every single one of them, like, because it's like, what's her, KB is her name. There's like
Mm-hmm.
two girls that are like her. There's
Interesting.
what's his name, Neil's creature, which Neil, everybody thought Neil's species was the same from Jabba's palace, but they're not. They're completely
No,
different.
yes, I did.
But yeah, on the back of the mural it has that. It has like a
I have to
fucking,
rewatch that.
yeah, I caught it. It's like, it's almost like the mural from Rebels.
In the house.
Yeah, in his house when they're
Hmm.
talking. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yes, there's definitely a lot of little weird things. And like how they talked about when, fast forwarding to when they met the little owl thing. And they're talking about like other planets near. I'm like, well, we learned about Alderaan and Coruscant. She's like, did you not know about the war? Like, what war? I'm like, that'd be
Yeah.
a very droid like thing to like withhold
Uh-huh.
certain information
Yeah.
and just tell the kids what they want to tell them because they're ruling over them.
Well,
Seems a little
screen
suspicious.
I watch Screen Rants thing on it, and they're like, maybe it's part of like Palpatine's like ultimate plan
Ugh,
for
I hope not.
everything, because somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah, but that's just. I think they're just pretending that didn't happen. Let's not bring it into that, please.
Dude, I know, trust me.
I'd rather it be a droid. I don't know how it would tie into anything, but I don't know.
I think the dad is gonna try to leave or try to do something, and then those robots are gonna fucking get mean. And they're gonna like their eyes are gonna turn red, and they're gonna be like
Because they're
enforcers.
like, they illegally left, you know? So I
Mhm.
wonder if the parents have ever left that planet before.
No,
It kind
none
of
of
seems
them
like
ever
nobody
left.
has. So they've all just been.
No.
The
Yeah.
parents don't even know anything either. They just know what's being
Well,
told
and
to them.
if you
That's
look
why.
at it, it's very suburban, and it's
Yes.
very
It's too
like,
perfect.
even so, look at their toys. Their toys are wooden action figures that he plays with in the beginning, right?
Hmm.
Now look at toys in the other worlds. Some of them were like model kits, some of them were dolls, almost action figure-y, but articulated, posable, like they were made in a factory. These ones look like they were made by a droid from memory or from what they looked at. So it's like his
Yeah.
little wooden action figures could have been made by a droid that saw it on his data pad, because it's like it's just a very generic pose, and the panos,
The Panos.
the pose is very just one still.
Yeah.
It's not anything else. But like even his lightsaber is very like flashlight looky that he
Hmm.
had. So the beta alanine's kicking in, and for some reason, like
I can tell. You're
I'm
like all
getting,
itchy.
yeah, I'm like, oh god, I'm like, this was a bad decision. Sorry. Uh, I'm multitasking.
You're doing a great job.
Thanks. I realized with like everything, like I was explaining it earlier to one of my friends, I was like, my brain is working faster than the words can get out of my mouth sometimes, and like sometimes I gotta like stop and slow down.
Oh, yeah. That's called ADHD.
I know, hardcore. But I did like the episode. I think it's.
Are you still on the theory of Nana Wood being a Sith? Because I don't know what I think now.
I just prefer to call him Crimson Jack,
I know.
which Crimson Jack is actually a character from the old expanded universe.
I did see that. I didn't know that, but somebody posted that, so I looked into it and I was like, that is pretty interesting that they're using that.
And today, on Tuesdays, Hasbro does Gift of the Galaxy, which like they unveil like new Star Wars action figures. And yesterday they unveiled Heir to the Empire action figures, first
Hmm.
time made. So it's the general. I don't have my other phone with me, but it's a 3-pack. It's the General Nadine. It's Grand Admiral Thrawn with his little creature around his neck. And then it's the Jedi dude that like shoots lightning out of his hand. I forget his name. Um, you read the books.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I know who you're talking about. I forget his name too.
Yeah. So they just unveiled that. And they're unveiling a lot of stuff for Heir of the Empire. So I'm almost like, are they cherry picking a lot of Heir of the Empire and starting to incorporate it and sprinkle it in to be the in between? And so are they gonna, I think this is just a theory. So in the old expanded universe, Luke and them fight the Nihil. I think it's the Nihil. Or no, it's the Yuvong Zhang or something like that. But it's these like cloned creatures. And at like one point, like even stormtroopers fight with Luke during like this time. I feel like they're cherry picking that part of the EU, and they're gonna replace like it with the Mandalorian and all the Mandalorians that are on Mandalore to fight the air with like Thrawn and everything. I don't know. Where am I going with this? I think I'm just on a tangent. Stop me. It's a lot of information coming out that I've. Listen, I don't have nobody to talk to about this. So
No,
I'm
I
just
feel it.
sitting in my room thinking about all these things.
That's why I've been waiting when I saw that theory about the robot.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to talk about it later. I've just been holding it in. Like,
Yeah, I know.
oh.
Well, that's what I almost did the other night. I almost messaged you. I was going to text you and be like, so how was it? And I was like, no, save it for the pod.
Mm-hmm. Because it
But
was a good episode.
I do think that they're cherry picking certain parts of that.
Yeah. It's definitely different. I don't know. They're doing a different direction, which is good. It's working, I think.
Yeah.
Because like I said, bringing in Crimson Jack. I like his character. I like his character a lot. I like how he interacts with the kids.
Yes.
Like at
So,
one point, Neil was staring at like the pirates, and you just see him come over, like, "Come on!" I'm like, who's
yeah.
leading him back? When it's like,
Uh,
really, he doesn't have to be like that to the kids. He could just steal their shit.
yeah, he could have. I think they I think I watched Screen Rants and they said part of this in there too was if he was a Jedi, he would have been like in his 20s when Order 66 would have happened.
Hmm.
So if he was like maybe he just didn't fully get taught and be made like maybe he was still just technically a Padawan and not a Jedi Knight yet. But
Or he's just a force user.
yeah.
I don't know, because he's just like, well, I never said that. He's like, what?
Yeah.
I thought you were a
Yeah.
Jedi. But I'm
Yeah.
like, he's definitely not. I don't know. I do like little Fern's attitude with him and stuff. She's just like, I'm the captain.
Yeah.
And then when he put them in to shoot at the little, and just how
Yeah.
excited they were,
Yeah. That was pretty cool. I was like, hell
that
yeah.
was cool.
What
He's like,
one
yeah,
else? Yeah, he's like him putting Neil to be the pilot. Everybody was like, oh, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, but like he realized like Neil's not going to be able to shoot.
no.
Like put him, and he's so awkward. Like he'll be the one to be able to evade and like maneuver weird and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, okay. I'm
And then
still
KB's
thinking,
obviously with her little
yeah.
cyborgness. She was doing the hyperdrive, so I thought that was cool.
So I was thinking about Rise of Skywalker. Ugh.
Weird.
Can't believe I just said that. I think I threw up a little
I've
bit in my mouth.
never heard those
Um,
words come out of her mouth.
yeah, sort of slap myself. Um, but I was thinking about it. I'm probably going to rewatch it. So when he goes to Exegol, he has to use a Sith holocron to get him through, and he navigates through some weird thing. I can't remember because I haven't watched it in so long, but it looks similar to the force field that's around the planet. So what
Mm.
if one of the hyperspace like lanes has that kind of force field through it, and that's why you have to like navigate with something that's not navigation because it doesn't work going through it. And what if at Atten is in the same area as like um where Luke was, where Exegol was, and like
Oh, I see
that
what you're saying.
system? Or what if it's another planet that's where, like I said, like 2 episodes or an episode ago, where Ahsoka and um, Sabine are right now, and they have to actually like travel through that way.
Where did they come
Because
up with At-Atten? That name.
I don't,
Like all the names. It's like
I don't,
At-At.
I don't know, I don't know. But I was just like, where? What if it's over there?
Because didn't she say that Owl Lady, there was like so many other planets that are missing or something or gone
Nine.
or
There's 9 of
dying?
them. Mm-hmm.
And At-Atten's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So Exegol at Atten, wherever Luke was,
Then obviously Crimson Jack is wanting the treasure. So he is going for
Yeah.
that reason, we know.
Yeah.
But is there treasure there?
Well, clearly, I mean, look how many credits there was.
Or
We
just
should
maybe that's what they're looking for, the credits.
we should look up how much currency that was that he gave him for lunch.
Yeah, because he had a lot still. Because they had it, and they flipped the little bowl
Mhm.
over it.
Yeah. Somebody was like, "Where did he get the food from?" Like, it's a TV show, bro. Just enjoy the shit. Like,
Probably
why are
all
you?
good shit.
Yeah, I'm like, you ain't ever heard of MREs or like canned
That's what I'm
food?
thinking it was. I'm like, it was just like a blue mush.
Kind
I
of like
liked
what?
when he was eating it though, and little Neil's tummy, he's just staring at him. He's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, there's more in the pot."
Yeah,
And I like
yeah.
that SN33 is like typical like pirate. Like he is a pirate. He's just like I.
Shut up, Chula. She hasn't seen me for 36 minutes, and
Oh my
uh,
god, it's way too long.
she's outside of my door crying.
Oh, I can hear.
She's she's annoying. She cries for me, but doesn't let me pet her.
That's the cat, yeah. That's how our cat is. He has moments where he'll cry and whine, but you pet him, God forbid. Yeah,
Yeah, it's funny
cool
too
cat.
because she'll fight Diego, the other one. Like she won't let him near my door. Like if she sees him, like because I don't let them in my room, but if she sees him like trying to peek his head in, she'll come over there and like bat him.
She's all, "Don't go in Dad's
And then,
room."
yeah, and then she'll like lay out in front of it, like in front of the door, because I'll keep it cracked a little bit. I'm just like, you guys are weird.
She's guarding, like she knows.
I like that the episode was its own standalone episode, but it fueled the story and it pushed the
Mhm.
story. I hate when series have like episodes that like don't have any meaning or it's like it's
Like
good and
it feels like a filler.
yes, and then it just goes to something else. Like I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is going to be like they're going to go to this planet. They're going to find out a little bit of information. And then they're going to go here and they're going to find a little bit of information. Um, the little one with the robot thing. Her name's KB.
Yeah.
She's got like a life monitor on her, so she's part cyborg, in a sense, like Lobot.
So I'm wondering because like her parents are obviously the two females. I think
Mm-hmm.
they're, doing a
Yeah.
little nod to that. But I'm like, they're not cyborgs.
No.
So do they make her? Because I mean, let's be real, two women can't have a baby together.
Yeah. And and you don't really see any other um you don't see any other human characters throughout the last three episodes. You only see her mom, you only see
Mhm.
her, and then I don't remember seeing any other human characters in the classroom. They were all alien.
Yeah. Huh. I want to rewatch that again now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. There was a couple. Well, there was that little girl behind him that made a little joke.
Really? I don't remember. But there's not very many of them.
No, she was sitting behind Wim because Wim was talking about how he wanted to help people or whatever, and she like made a little snide remark about it
Yeah.
or something like that. So there was one girl, but
And then what happened to Wim's mom?
yeah, they haven't said anything about that. There's just the dad. Well, okay, and look at Fern. Is there a dad? There's a dad.
I don't think so.
No, I think he just had the mom there at the house. Cause so Wynn's dad was just there. It was just Fern's mom, and then KB had the two moms, and then Neil has a whole family.
Yeah. Him taking a bubble bath, that shit was
I
hilarious.
thought that was so cute. Honestly, like pops over and he's just in this big
Yeah.
ass tub.
Yeah. He gives me the vibes of the one kid from Paranorman. The
Oh
little
my
boy.
gosh, the little chunky kid, yeah.
Yeah. With his little like
He's all my
undertone.
pectoral.
Yeah, and then he gets slapped. He's like, my boobies. But you know how like in that movie he says all kinds of stuff, like those
Yeah.
like little like jokes that you wouldn't like get. That's what Neil did throughout the last three episodes. And like even
Mm-hmm.
like one point he's like, I'm getting really good at falling.
Yeah. Just like I don't know, he's adorable.
Yeah.
Or even like when everyone's like, "This is your fault," and then he's like, "Yeah, I mean, it kind of is your fault." I
Yeah.
don't know. Neil's my favorite. He's just adorable. Just how he walks.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
I wonder if the kid obviously has a mask on, but like it's obviously moving. I don't
Yeah,
think that's CGI.
they. I seen some behind the scene things, and they had like the dots, the cap motion dots on the kid's
Hmm.
face, but then there's also a mask that's on too.
Probably to
Because you,
capture how his actual things move to like
yeah,
reflect it on that.
yeah. So,
That's cool.
um, but you can tell the difference in a couple of scenes where it's like it's the cap motion and then it's the actual like helmet, just by like
Hmm.
the texture. Like the technology's not there quite yet to make the texture not look so smooth.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but it's pretty good.
I just love his little comb over that they actually gave him a little boop.
Shit's
It's so
hilarious.
cute. He's so
Shit's
cute.
hilarious. So yeah, so I think at the end he's gonna try to fuck them over, but I think he's gonna also sacrifice himself at the
Doesn't
end.
have a soft spot for them, you know.
Yeah, with the other pirates.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Oh wow, your video is really clear.
Well, that's good. Yours has been
Yeah,
clear.
it's normally never that clear.
Yeah.
Um, who do you think is gonna show up? I know we've speculated this before, but I'm like trying to think now. Like, okay, like it's at the end. I was really expecting the Asian X-wing pilot. I forget his name from Mandalorian. I was expecting him to be in one of those X-wings at the end of the episode because it
That
was
would have been
blue.
kind of cool.
Yeah, it was Blue Squadron, so I thought it was going to be one of him.
Well, I like that that pirate was part of Mandalorian. So clearly they are kind of hinting towards like that universe.
Hmm. Oh, you know another planet that's missing too
Mhm.
is the one that Zeb's. I think I said this last week. The one that Zeb's people are on. So that's
Yeah.
4 planets right there that are missing,
Mm-hmm. And
and they
I
all
don't
play a
know.
significant role. So I do like that we haven't seen any remnants of stormtroopers. We haven't seen anything like that,
Did
but
you
I
see
do like.
little Roger droid?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
That's
thought
so
it was
funny.
cool.
He's like, did we win the war?
Yeah,
So it's
I
like,
thought that
okay,
was cool.
clearly. Um, or when the C3PO droid ran off, he was just like, I gotta save the prince. I gotta save the prince. So then
And
I'm
he's
like,
just
well,
like, okay.
who was he in charge of? So
The Java
uh,
people, is that a print or no?
no.
No.
So did you see who's cast to play Jabba the Hutt's son? Yeah.
Jeremy Allen White.
I think
I
we were
sent you that
talking
thing.
about yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Like
Hmm.
I'm just like he doesn't they don't speak English. They speak Huttese. So
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
is he gonna be like Zero and talk English? Because Zero the Hutt talked English.
Or it could be like the whole, I mean, Groot. What's
Spoke
his face
English.
plays Vin Diesel,
Yeah.
and all he says is, I am Groot. You know, so it's like, I don't know.
I said talk English. I meant to say spoke English.
He talk English. Did you speak
No.
English?
Not when the pre workout is kicking in.
Oh my
Fuck,
lord.
dude. Damn.
Yeah, you need
I'm
to go
like in the
work
back
out.
of my head, I'm like, I'm gonna go hit chest. And what am I gonna start off with? I'm like having a conversation with myself.
You're planning your workout.
I was like,
Oh my
maybe you should.
lord.
I'm over here like maybe you should take like a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. As we're having this conversation, and I'm not paying attention to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
ADHD.
Mm. But yeah, I am curious to see who's going to show up.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, they could do simple, easy like cameos as well, like Black Chrysanthemum, the bounty hunter Wookiee from Book of Boba Fett. Shit, they could do even Boba Fett.
I was about to say, can't they do both?
Yeah, they could do Boba Fett, make it super easy,
Because like Tamara
smuggler,
Morrison
pirate.
wanted to do more anyways.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
kind of disappointed about
yeah.
Book
They
of
could
Fett.
do. They could do that. They could do. He's trying to get those residuals. like I said last week, they could do Omega. They could do
Omega.
even that planet was hidden though, kind of. The
Mm-hmm.
planet that they were on too. Shit, that's five. Fuck. Uh, but
But what's
yeah,
weird is like the other planets are hidden. They know about them. So Aten's the only one that they're like, that's a myth. Like that's not true. But the
yeah,
other ones, they're like, yeah, these ones exist, but they're just hard to find or we can't find them, you know?
yeah.
So I think that's, I don't know, that'll play a part for sure.
I like the droid theory that you brought up. That's pretty interesting.
Right? When he said that, I was like, that does make sense. But I have to rewatch it because, like I said, if you look at the background, the layout, he's like, it's laid out in a circle like a droid, like database. So I was like,
Yeah,
hmm,
almost like a computer part when you take apart your
yes.
laptop.
Yes. So I'm like, that's interesting.
What
Yeah.
if they're just slaves for the Republic or the Empire?
Maybe.
Well, they still think that they still think the Republic's going. So they clearly have missed however many years. Like who's
So
telling
maybe
how?
they're not even aware,
Yeah, like
that the
who's
war.
who's to tell? I liked the little owl. That was pretty cool.
She was cute. Little feisty bitch, huh?
You would call her cute,
She
fucking
was cute.
girls.
She was a little, I don't know. They're all
Yeah,
cute. Let's be real.
they're cool.
Smee's cute. Neil's cute. Owl's cute. The little rat thing's cute. I think it's adorable. Pops out of the eye.
The four eyeballs on it.
Yeah, it's cute.
Hell yeah! What do you think's gonna happen next week?
Shit's about to go down. I feel like because he got the coordinates. It's not going to go perfect. They ain't gonna find it. So something's gotta happen. They're gonna be overtaken by Hondo and his crew, and then Hondo's gonna be like, "Yeah, let's be buds. Ooh, let's travel the galaxy together. We're best friends. I know Jabba the Hutt."
I think it's gonna be a backstory episode.
Oh yeah, I guess we do need a backstory. We know nothing about him. Not one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a backstory episode.
Well, let's see. I bet you $1.
$1.
We'll
Here,
see if the backstory show.
let me mail you $1. You'll fucking
We
stamp
got
cost
Venmo and shit, bro.
the stamp costs more than the dollar. Did you see me going into the post office? I'm like, can I get a money order? Yeah, sure. How much? $1, please. US.
I lost a bet.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh
Uh,
Lord.
I wonder how long it is from when they robbed that cargo ship to when the kids got caught. I wonder how long he had been in the I wonder how
So,
long he had been in prison because
because
that
like you
one.
said, you were right about because it's just like, well, I had no ship, so what's the point of trying to
Yeah,
break out? And I was like, yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense. So yeah, it's like how long he's just been chilling there waiting.
yeah. But then like, and even that one pirate said, "Oh, I find it really convenient that he let you go the day before your trial." So it's like, how long has he been in there?
Yeah, and how lucky was he to have those kids thrown in there the day before his trial?
Yeah. So.
Hmm.
Oh,
Interesting.
the little creature that flew the ship that I couldn't remember where he's from. He's from the Ewok movies, and I forget the creature's name, like their species name, but he's from the Ewok movie.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I was
I know you're
like,
talking
oh
about.
man, I'm like, I didn't even
They have
realize
so
that.
many things like that. Somebody else
Mhm.
pointed out that one of the droids that when he's going around turning on the droids, um, I think he was a droid from one of the older movies. I don't know. I don't know much about those droids, but yeah, he like pointed out, or like from some comic book or some shit. I don't know. So like they're definitely picking from everything
Mhm.
because even those little fuzzy creatures, they're from that Michael Jackson one, right?
Yep.
Um,
Yep. The Star Tours ride or whatever it was, some
whatever.
ride at Disneyland in the
Was
'80s.
it a ride?
I think so,
I know
something
Michael
like
Jackson
that.
wanted to be a part of it. It was like
Yeah,
Barcelona or Bar. I don't remember his name. But yeah, so it's like they're taking from everything,
which
which is
is
kind of
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely good, 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 good. Shall we do some Star Wars conversations?
Star Wars conversations. If there's any good ones left, might just have to start over.
I seen this funny game on Instagram today where it was like it's like a board and you put cards on it and you have to like answer which one you'd rather do or something like that, which looked pretty funny.
Yeah. Is that funny?
Yeah, but I don't remember the name of it.
I'm just gonna pull some of this. Let's see.
I'm like, what are you doing? Are you pre-reading them?
Well, because these ones are just all lame. They're not really good ones. Okay, we're gonna start with creatures. What is the scariest creature in Star Wars?
Probably that rolling ball theme from episode 7 that has all the tentacles that gets loose in the ship.
I don't even remember that.
It's because the fucking sequel sucked.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. I don't remember any creature coming out on to the ship. I haven't watched that movie in so long. I was gonna say the little electric thing in was it Clone Wars or Rebels? I think
Oh,
anything electricity kind of freaks me out.
the Xylo Beast?
Yeah, electricity can
What?
fuck you up.
The Godzilla one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like the
I
first one that popped in my head.
I love how season 2 of the Clone Wars was very homage to like old school stuff. Like they did the Xylo Beast, which was like Godzilla, King Kong. They did the Brain Invaders, like zombies. They did the murder mystery with the crime ones.
I need to rewatch Clone Wars. That's a one show I haven't rewatched that before. I've rewatched Rebels a million times.
I rewatched The Office the other day, and I forgot how funny that
I
is.
was
Like
gonna rewatch Office the other day. I was like, I haven't rewatched it in a
I
while.
didn't. So I watched it all the time, but 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023, I didn't watch it. So I haven't seen it for like 4 years. But man,
Mine's probably been like 8 months. Because this is one of those that I recycle. I just put it on. But right now, like I said, I've been watching
yeah.
SpongeBob. That's my background show right now.
Well, you
But
live on a farm with no human interaction. So, dang, you
my
haven't
dog's
found a card
entertaining.
yet?
Yeah, I was just, chill, okay? I'm getting the next one. You're, okay, the Force. You're 9 years old, like Anakin Skywalker, and a Jedi offers to take you away from home for training. Would you go?
Yes.
You would immediately go.
Yeah.
Mine would depend. Am I
I was
excited? Do I know about Jedi? Like, is this like the dream of mine? Or if it's not, then I probably would be like, I'm cool at home. I like my family.
if you were chosen by a Jedi, clearly you have some kind of force abilities. And just, but to talk about it too, like when I was younger, I used to be in the woods all the time. Like, when I lived on the res up above San Diego, we would be out in the woods all the time, riding dirt bikes. We would be
Yeah.
gone all the time. Like when I lived in Campo, we would take backpacks full of food and go out for like 3 days at a time, just out in the wilderness, running amok. So like, I'm down. I was down then. I'm down now. Like
Yeah,
I
mine would depend.
that was some of the funnest times when I was younger. Was just like being in the woods, being in the wilderness, like
Getting that one good.
drinking out of streams. Like think about it too. I'm like, dude, what the hell was I doing, dude? I was drinking like stream water. I'm like, oh, this is running water. Let's fill our canteens up. And
You're
I'm
fine.
like, man,
Obviously,
I
you're
probably
fine.
yeah, I probably have like a 50-foot parasite worm in my stomach. That's
Probably.
you
Been
know
there since you were a child, just growing.
yeah,
So
literally,
gross.
literally.
Okay, third one, last one.
You
Characters.
really wouldn't. You really wouldn't go.
I'm just thinking of how I now as an adult I would, but how I was as a child, I don't think I would, unless it
Really?
was something that's already interested. Like when I did like ballet, for example. Like if somebody was just like, "I'm gonna take you away to a ballet school and you're gonna, for the whole year or whatever," like I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, let's go." I don't know. I don't know if like some stranger was just like, "You have powers. I'm taking you with me." I'd probably be like, "I don't want that. No, thank you."
I could just see a young Mariah playing with her Padawan braid and looking up, pulling the Star Wars spoon out of her mouth
Okay,
and being like, "I'll go with you."
at 12, because I was like 12 when I went through
No,
that
I
phase.
know. I'm
But
just,
I'd say
I'm just,
9. If I was
yeah.
9, yes, I liked Star Wars because I was like 7 or 8 when the first movie came out. But I don't know. But yeah, 11, 12, sign me up. What's up? I already got the braid. Like,
Oh man, you should bring the braid back.
I wonder if my mom has pictures. I'll have to ask. I don't even know if she does. That's so embarrassing. Can't believe I did that.
The funniest thing about all your little kid pictures is how big your smile is. Like your smile's so big in all your pictures,
Make
and
fun of my smile.
no, but I'm just saying like you're cheesing so big, but you still do it to this day.
Just like,
You still have that like that very excited smile. And I'm just like, holy shit, I'm like, there's the young version of Mariah every time I see it. I'm just like
I
that
know, not
little,
much has changed.
yeah. Still the
Except
same
for
height.
her. Anyways, moving on. Characters. What is your favorite Luke Skywalker moment?
When he kissed Princess Leia.
You would.
Clip it. No, I'm just kidding. um the one that stands out to me, because you have to remember the first movie I ever saw was Return of the Jedi. I didn't watch them
You're
in
old.
order. Um no, I was in like elementary school. I remember watching it the first time and it was on TV. But like him throwing the lightsaber down and being like, like you're wrong. I'm a Jedi like my father before me. That's the moment that sticks out the most.
Hmm. See, this is where the generational difference is, because the moment that sticks out most for me is in Mandalorian when he just like comes out. That's such a cool like Luke moment.
It was very cool to see a more a better, it was cool to see a better skilled Luke Skywalker. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. Episode
You know
four or
what? Oh my
five.
gosh. This is kind of off topic, but just popped in my head. So the other night, this is how I know I warped Randall, and it's great. I'm in bed and I'm reading like a book on my phone. So I'm like on my phone. He's on like scrolling on TikTok right before we go to bed. Out of nowhere, he rolls over and he said, "I'm pretty sure Obi-Wan could have beat Anakin Skywalker on Mustafar." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm pretty sure in that moment he could have killed him." I said, "Okay, yeah, probably because he was emotional and Anakin was only like 22 years old and everyone was more skilled, but like he wasn't going to kill him." So then we went on this whole topic of how, well, it's like, so doesn't that make Obi-Wan stronger than Anakin? Because isn't Luke technically stronger than Anakin? So Obi-Wan though, right? And I was like, mentally, I think Obi-Wan is stronger because he's gone through all this shit. So then I had to go down the whole Satine road because he didn't know about that. We had to go down the whole rabbit hole right before bed. I'm like, I'm just trying to read, bro.
He was stronger than Anakin. He didn't succumb to the dark side.
And
He
that's what I'm
didn't
saying, yeah.
he didn't give in to his hate. He didn't even give in to his heartbreak. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like he told him straight up, like, I loved you, like you're my brother, like, and he walked away, you
Yep.
know?
Yes, out
So
of the blue, he was just. But I'm like, because he loved him. He wasn't going to kill him.
no, no. He raised him essentially,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. Ooh, what if we see Obi-Wan on a mission in Scout? No, he's dead. Never mind. I was getting
But this is after.
I know. Well, because I was like, you brought up Tamora Morrison, so like he was supposed to have a bigger scene in the Obi-Wan show.
Mhm.
And then, so I've been thinking about the Obi-Wan show this whole time that we've had this conversation. And then I was just like, damn, I was like, who could we see from there? Like,
It's such a good show.
yeah. I wonder if we're going to see Quinlan Voss or possibly Asajj Ventress.
That'd be kind of cool. Ventress would be dope. Guess we'll
Interesting.
have to wait and see.
Did we do the third question already?
Yeah, that was Luke Skywalker one. That went
Oh,
on a
yeah,
tangent.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Reel it back in, Mariah. Reel it back in.
Okay, look who's talking.
I know. You're like, we're 45 minutes in and you haven't answered the first question.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, we're going to
Well,
leave it there.
you have fun working out. Be safe, don't die.
I won't. I drive with my eyes closed at night.
Hell yeah.
Oh, look, we're about to end it perfectly because the little kids just went outside. I can hear them.
I can hear them yelling. Freaking kids.
They're so funny. Oh, I always laugh. They'll like play outside for like 20 minutes before they go to school, and I'm just like listening to them, and they're
Just having
just
the
like,
time of their life.
yeah, literally just living their best life. I'm like,
Oh, you just wait, buddy. Wait till you start paying bills.
enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you
Right.
can. Alrighty, like, comment, subscribe. Links in the bio,
All that
not the bayou.
jazz.
Oh, before we get off, I was watching Jamie Foxx's special. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, and it's #1 trending on Netflix right now.
Gross.
It's just, he did not do any comedy in it whatsoever besides impressions. So
Maybe he's trying something different. Obviously, it's not working.
don't waste your time. Alrighty, until next week.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
May the force be with you.
Always.
May the force be with you.